Hey guys, welcome to today's video. We're gonna do something today that goes completely against the grain for me, and that is a no makeup routine. There are expensive, really high-end products that are designed to make you look flawless, beautiful, great, like an improved you type of a thing, but not look like makeup. And the makeup that I usually wear is like makeup. I want to look like I'm wearing makeup, like, wow, your makeup looks beautiful. That's nice makeup. Let's count how many times I say makeup in this video. I review product for a living, like let's get that out of the way. I love trying it all. And if I were just scrimping and trying like a little dash of this and a little dash of that, I think I would run out of things to talk about pretty quickly. So I like a lot of makeup most of my makeup adventure days, but there are times when you're like going to the beach, going to brunch, hanging out with the girlfriends, and it's kind of a chill thing when you don't want to be like, you know? So it's nice to have options, I guess is what I'm saying. Variety is the spice of life. And I'm just gonna be here rolling the puffiness from my face away really quickly so that maybe my no makeup will look better. This is from Perricone. A lot of you guys, I'm sure, guessed from the thumbnail and the title, but I once upon a time tried their no makeup foundation serum. It has since been improved and they have expanded the range of products. They have the no makeup foundation serum with an SPF of 20. We have a no makeup highlight. I want to know what that is. It has vitamin C ester, Chinese ginger plant extract. I have a blush, which you guys, I'm so into cream blushes right now. It's like a whole new world for me. I love it. I love looking just like flushed and pretty and like pretty florals and dresses. And it's finally heating up here in California and I could not be happier. I like wake up and I see the sunshine and I'm like, life is good. I love this weather. It just helps me so much. I also have a bronzer. This is the no makeup bronzer. This also has an SPF of 15. And once again, the vitamin C ester, which is great for brightening and is really great for hyperpigmentation. I don't know if it's a see-through bottle or not because vitamin C is really difficult to, yeah, that's not good. To stabilize. Usually you want your vitamin C to be in a dark container if you're purchasing it for skincare specifically. Because this is in here as an added ingredient, I really don't know exactly how much of it is in here and if it's really gonna do all of that much, you know? Then in the no makeup foundation serum, it does have neuropeptides, daisy flower extract, visible LOL, which it's a brightening compound from chamomile. It's an antioxidant. The neuropeptides are going to fight wrinkles and they offer a powerful protein-like building block to offer the ultimate visible antidote to wrinkles, sagging, and dullness. Sagging is like the worst word, honestly. Does sag ever mean anything good? Like sagging, like, oh, I love that, sagging. No, it always sounds yucky. Dullness. Another not great word. So in here, you do have a zinc oxide sunscreen. Do not take photos with flash while wearing these products. I would bet you'll look nice and bright and have a huge flashback situation, and being that these all have SPF in them. There's nothing wrong with SPF. We should be protecting ourselves from the sun, but I also have a huge sensitivity to a lot of SPFs, and the only one that I found that is good is the Ulta MD. That sunscreen does not break me out. I will list it in the description box below. For all my other friends out there that have an issue with SPF, we still need to protect ourselves, so let's be on a mission to find the least irritating available. If you guys have recommendations, let me know. Let's take a look at which one is going to be best for me. I'm gonna go ahead and say the shade range needs a lot of improvement. There is not enough in the deep dark, and that is such a huge shame for where we are at in the world right now. There needs to be a bigger offering. I get that with a, you know, natural makeup, not very pigmented makeup, kind of a tinted moisturizer-esque product, that you have more room to cover different skin tones, but I just feel like this shade right here is called Rich. I have a few friends that this would not work. I'm gonna swatch all of them for you guys so that you can see And that's just like, it looks orange to me. It's just not the right shade. They need to have more of like a dark chocolate cocoa, like a richer shade. That's docking points already, but let's find out what we can do and just kind of see what the fuss is with this. Now, back in the day, the first time they launched this product, I bought it from Sephora because I loved Perricone skincare and it smelled like fish and I could not get over it. I was like, oh, I'm like, it smells like fish market every time I wear this. And it's greasy and it doesn't do anything and it wasn't worth $50. I was really unhappy with it. It's been many years, so I don't know. I really like Perricone products, so I feel like I continue to try them. You know, like, do you have a line that you're like, oh, I didn't like this from that line, but I love the line. So anytime they do a revamp, you're like, yeah, okay, I'll give that another go just because you love the brand so much. This is the shade Beige. It's a light medium neutral and it's going on pretty nice. Dang it. Some people are gonna make fun of me. This says light, medium, neutral. Like, what else is that? This looks orange. Let's refer to Sephora. That's it. They have 8 shades. Why does this look more neutral? I like this one so much better, but it said warm. We're gonna start over. And while I'm removing this incorrect shade and starting over, let's take a look at the shades that I have here on hand. I'm gonna reprime with my Tarte Pore Filling Primer just in the areas where I feel like I need some help. So basically everywhere. Let's try the better shade now. Much better tone, oh my gosh. So this is definitely very luminous. It says that it settles down to a natural finish leaning on matte. I don't know how that's gonna happen. I also feel like this is incredibly expensive. It does have skincare ingredients in here that are said to help your skin brighten and improve over time, but it is $60. I think that's pretty intense for what you're getting. I just feel like maybe $40. I don't know. I feel like $60 for a foundation like this is a lot. There's a lot peeking through as far as like pigment right here and here, but it did a really nice job of giving me a really beautiful uniform glow without being overly shiny, and it evened everything out, and it's not exaggerating pores or lines, so I really do like that, but you can definitely still see some discoloration, but I'm fine with that. So the foundation comes with a dropper. The bronzer comes with kind of, oh, that's weird. You see how it's a little bit messy? It feels like it's a doe foot applicator, but there's no plastic portion to kind of clean off the excess, so be careful. You have been warned. And I am just gonna put this on kind of how I would do my contour. Let's just see what happens, just to bronze up the perimeter of the face. And I'm actually just gonna take the foundation brush I used and just kind of use circular motions and stamp this in really quickly. Shoot, this stuff blends in fast, dude. That's nice. Okay, oddly, I'm actually really liking this. Like, I like it more than I thought I would. I think the price point sucks. I think the shade range sucks. I think that the applicator for the bronzer could be a dropper instead, or have some kind of cleaning element for that doe foot applicator, so that's not the greatest. But when this is applied to the skin, the way it blends and the way it sits on the skin and sinks into the skin is so nice. I am torn. I love it and hate it. The No Makeup Makeup Blush, and this one right here, again, vitamin C ester, which is a brightening and smoothing ingredient. It says that vitamin C ester gives the appearance of collagen-rich skin by visibly smoothing, brightening, and minimizing discoloration over time. So really, they are letting you know that these products are something that will improve you as time continues due to the skincare ingredients put in this color cosmetic range. I think that's kind of good, but also a little bit, you don't like know exactly how much is in a product, if that's just like the one push, if it's really gonna do an amazing, incredible thing. I'm going to put on the blush now. So I'm gonna go ahead right here. See, maybe the bronzer one was supposed to have this plastic bit and it just didn't. I don't know, that was weird. See, this one does. So maybe that was just a manufacturing error, I don't know. Not into the blush. Yeah, this is Blotch Central. What? Everything was going so well and then I put that on. I almost feel like I need to fix that with a little more foundation. That was so not good. All right, so I am gonna go over the blush that somehow like blended down here, which is strange. Now we have the highlighter to play with. What's your deal? Ugh, that does not look that good. Let's just try it on one side. It doesn't really have anything shimmery in it. Well, okay, I take it back. That is quite nice, but the thing you have to be careful about with this product, specifically the foundation, is things will move around, so you have to be careful that you're just blotting in the area that you want that highlight on. If you start moving this around, it will lift the foundation up, and I think that's what happened with the blush. That is a very subtle, dewy, romantic, angelic highlight, and I think a lot of people that don't wear a ton of makeup, that want just that little bit of gloss, like that slick of gloss on the high points of their face, I actually think this would work out nice. Even though initially it looks kind of strange and it doesn't really look like it has much going on in it, it does give that nice element of light grab, so I do like that. All right, we're just gonna do like a tap tap of this. Tap, 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 tap. That's how you do it if you want your lips to look more natural. Don't press and swipe, just go tap, 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 and then tap it in like this. Then do that. Tap, 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 tap. Natural, effortless. Took me more than you think it did. So this is the skin finished. I need some eyebrows. So this is the No Makeup Mascara. That terrifies me. If I want no makeup mascara, I'm just gonna go and buy some Great Lash from Maybelline and not spend a lot of money. So this is an expensive product for what it's saying it does. It says it has vitamin A and B, avocado oil, tocotrienols to encourage lash growth. That's really interesting as an ingredient. I like tocotrienols. I put them in smoothies. Avocado oil, love some avocado, but it can tend to make mascara run. So we'll see what the scoop is with this. That's not bad though. That's not no mascara mascara, I'll tell you that much. I actually really like that mascara. I feel a little sweaty, a little too dewy, and what I wanna do now before closing out this video is I wanna incorporate some of my other products that I would normally use on an everyday basis, put just a little bit of eyeshadow on, put a little concealer on, a little powder on, and then regroup with you guys so you kind of get two versions of the no makeup look with very, very minimal product, and then a more light, no makeup, natural look with a little extra love and all of that. Inspector James is here.
I think you look beautiful. I think it looks like you're not wearing any makeup. You look gorgeous.
Really?
Yeah.
It kind of does, right?
Yeah, it's like really natural and glowing and
it only took about 35 minutes.
35 minutes for effortless makeup. I love it.
No, it's probably because I was talking a lot, but I actually I'm not wearing concealer or powder. It's really tripping me up. What?
Yeah, I like it.
I just lost my job. I only need 5 products now, guys, so that's where we end. Just kidding. Be right back. I feel like I'm really loving this no makeup with just a little bit extra makeup look. I love this. I think that I look smoothed out, but not overdone. And again, there's a time and place for everything, and there's limited amounts of time that we have to give certain looks. So this would be like a great, easy, everyday, effortless office, meeting up with whoever during the day, daytime vibe, if you want to lean into something more natural. And then, you know, you can totally do the full glam, big thing that I love doing, playing with color and glitter and textures and layers and flawlessness and, you know, changing the face, and like the list goes on. Makeup is incredible for all the different things that we can do. But I do find that this look is like my personal favorite as far as a comfort zone. I really love this. So I want to share with you guys what I did. I put on just a little smidge of concealer, just a tiny little bit underneath the eye. I did do a tiny bit of setting powder as well. Then I played up the eyes, but I kept with more neutral tones, of course, because we were going with the no makeup look. So I did my typical thing of using a MAC eye base, Painterly Paint Pot, and then I dipped into this. You guys, how gorgeous is this palette? Just even the outside I think is so stunning. This is the Tan Lines palette from Jouer. It has matte shimmer and luxe foil eyeshadows in it, and you get a nice array of very neutral shades, which I'm wearing this one in the crease, this over the lid, this to kind of punch the lid color a little bit, and then you get these fun ones right here that you could use at another time if you want to play up, you know, a bolder metallic blue eyeliner or a blue smoky eye, or have a pop of that lime green. I think this is really great. Like, I'm into these shades right now. It's like soft, but with a little something extra. Put on a little bit of Fenty highlight. The shimmer that you see right here that's like ever so subtle, that just kind of makes the eyes sparkle just a little bit, is from Huda Beauty. This is the Matte and Metal Melted Shadow, and I used gold chains. I did address the blush a little bit with some Honest Beauty. You guys, I love this. I keep talking about it, but I cannot tell you how much I love this. I put a little bit on my finger and patted it on the lip as well, put a little bit on the cheeks, and it just gives you this like princess kind of a look to your skin. Like, I don't know, it's just like, is that not so pretty? It's like the perfect flush, and it's hydrating without being greasy. If you go on top of powder just a little bit, it's totally fine. I contoured the nose an itty bitty bit. Beyond that, that's it. I really love this. I will list everything that I used in the description box below. The scoop on the mascara is, I like that it has a more pumped up type of a thing as far as the application not being like, no makeup, waste your time mascara, because mascara to me is one of those things where I want it to maximize my lashes, maybe not like spidery volume all of the time, but I want it to do something. So I was a little nervous that this just wouldn't do much, but it definitely does lengthen the lashes and gives you a nice framing to the eye. I am noticing it's already drooping a little bit as far as not holding a curl, and I did curl my lashes before putting this on. So that's not great. And when I look at the price of the Perricone versus my Sally's or even Lash Paradise from L'Oreal or other drugstore items that I love for mascara, just doesn't really make sense for me to get too excited about it. So this one is gonna be a pass. Love the foundation, love the highlight, love the bronzer, the blush and mascara, Perricone, please add more colors to the range that you have going on. There are missing colors in the shade range. That's a huge problem, but the product itself is so gorgeous. I will be reaching for it a ton. All right, there you have it, you guys. I love you so much. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead, give it a thumbs up, ring the bell, subscribe, turn those notifications on, because I might be adjusting upload schedule in the future. We're gonna see how things go depending on what I want to put into a particular video or project. So it's important that you stay notified of when I upload. Ring that bell, so important. And go have a good one, you guys. I hope that you enjoyed this, and I will see you all in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Mwah.